Alright, how's it going? Welcome back to the Forged Gaming channel. We're right back at it again. It's good to be back. I mean, we took a few months off. Today we're playing Warthunder. Very fun game. One of my personal favorites, unless it's one of those days where I'm constantly getting up-tiered and losing a bunch. Then it's one of my least favorite. You see, there comes a shot. I figured out it's lucky that it didn't go through, and I hit him. He doesn't think I can penetrate him or something. He pops back out, fires again. Again, does not hit me, and I get it. It's a very good game. Here I thought I'd push to B, and I get shot by an M4 Sherman. Not the greatest, but I don't know what I was really expecting. Here I'm trying to be a good teammate because someone flipped this guy, one of our teammates, and so we're trying to flip him, but his gun is glitched into the wall and we cannot get him out. Eventually he just kills himself. How sad. You know, I try and be a good teammate because I wish that other people would do it if I ever got stuck. This guy gets a kill. I don't know what that yellow bit up there was. It happened twice during this playthrough. I thought I could get him right there, but he killed the other guy, so he was coming after me. Here I go dying again. I shot at the worst time possible. I thought he was going to drive a little bit more forwards and I'd get a side shot to kill at least his driver and machine gunner. But unfortunately, he turned a bit sooner than I thought, and I hit him at a 45, so it didn't do anything. Today, I mean, we're already 2 minutes into this, but I'm playing with a 3.0 lineup. It's one of my favorites. I like to come back down from the top tier. Well, not top tiers. I don't have any of the MBTs yet. But I like to come back down from, like, my Tigers and my Panthers. And I like to come back down and play this because, one, the competition's a whole lot easier. And two, the armor is so much better, so it gives you a lot more leniency. So, you see, here I've got to drop on someone. And unfortunately my 50mm pea shooter on this Panzer III doesn't seem that effective, and it might just be my aiming, but thankfully one of my teammates gets this guy, and then I go on to drive forwards and say I'll go to the C point because you're supposed to try and cap the zones, and I end up dead. And this lineup, just for your information, is the Panzer IIIJ, the Panzer IIIM, the Marder 3H, and the Skudstifit something. It's the 3.0 AA truck, and then the BF 110 G, I'd like to say. But here I've gotten the flank on someone. I got one of them real nice. Then my barrel got blown off, so I had to stop, reverse, and now I'm going to fix my barrel. I was real worried here because I thought they were going to chase. Thankfully they didn't. We're right, just to the right of us is the cap point. This is like a little hill, and the cap point's in a little valley. You might be able to see it there on the map. My teammates called someone out, so I tried to drop arty on them, provide some support while my barrel's broken. I get shot here. Thankfully it's just a little Stewart, so it doesn't go through. I get a good shot off, goes straight through and kills the crew. Very fortunate there. My barrel's back, so I decide to keep going on the flanking, even though they should already know I'm there, seeing as I killed 2 of their tanks already. I take another devastating blow that knocks my gun out of commission. And this time it's a bit faster. One of the beautiful things about the Panzer III I found, though, is despite its lack of, like, if you use the armor reticle, I think it's only like 50mm, 60mm, something like that, which doesn't sound like much. But at this BR, it is very resilient. The gun can cause you some issues, and against tanks like this, and forgive me, it's a GMC-10 or something like that, I forget. But overall, its armor is very good unless you're playing something like that. Thankfully, I got the drop on this guy, and he didn't notice that I was going around killing his teammates. I keep rolling around thinking that there's more. Obviously, there was, because there's a destroyed tank, and I get the drop on this M3 GMC AA carriage, I think is what it is. And unfortunately, because my gun is so small, I didn't hull break it with one shot and kill it, so it drives away. And its driver wasn't really exposed, so I couldn't have targeted that. It really doesn't pose a threat to me, so if I had the chance, I probably would have. But I didn't, and then my teammate got him, which is lucky. We didn't have any planes in the air at this point, I don't think, but still. This game was pretty good for us as a team. Overall, I think it went pretty well. Here I've spotted an M4 Sherman up on this hill. It's looking the other direction, shooting at one of my teammates. I thought that I could get the drop on him and kill him. I get off one good shot, goes through the side armor of his turret and kills the gunner. But then he starts to move, and now I've got to face the front armor, which means that I can only get through on the lower cheeks. So, unfortunately at range, the Panzer III's gun does suffer from pretty high deviation, so it's pretty hard to hit those shots. It's certainly possible, but unlikely, so thankfully my teammate there got him, so I didn't have to worry about him. At this point, I'm turning around and I'm thinking, hey, they just marked a light tank on this side of the map. Right there, you saw it fire. It's a Cromwell. And so I think that I can get the drop on him and kill him right here. Unfortunately, the traverse is another thing that's pretty bad about the Panzer III, and I only get 3 of the crew, so he is still alive, and I don't end up making this second shot. And I look for him, I sincerely do, but here I make a devastating mistake. You see, I'm looking, and then I'm thinking, I suppose he's probably gone on or been killed. I suppose I shouldn't have thought killed because I didn't get an assist, but either way, I thought he wasn't going to have his gunner ready yet, so I turn around and I think, I'll go back and look if anyone else is coming over that ridge where the Sherman was earlier. And unfortunately, I get shot by the Cromwell there. What can you do? Here, I've got my Martyr. Very good tank. They marked a KV on the other side, and I thought that with this tank I would be able to help them, because most of the tanks on the German and Italian side really don't have great guns yet. I mean, there's the Chiha long gun, which is very good. But I figured that I could come up, I could pop a good shot off and get him right here. Unfortunately, I can't see through the smoke real well, and I try to reposition, which I do successfully. However, then I start to take shots because I'm not in cover, and this is really an ambush or sniper tank. So you'll see the KV is right about there. It's on top of the mountain. You can see it peeking over right there, straight in my reticle. I get a shot off, but I hit it straight into the mantlet, and then an AA vehicle takes me down. Unfortunate, but we won the mission. So, overall good. I liked the game. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary and video, so we can make more of these. Have a good day. Please sub, all that good stuff.